Alright, what's up, LC heads? We have the Shredding Seductress Labyrinth. This is a pretty dope form of her, I have to say. She is a status god. Okay? Labyrinth was a fairly sought after hero to begin with. Look at her. She's badass. But this new form of her with the status game, somewhat out of control. It's pretty awesome. She lowers resistances to a plethora of statuses, and then her basic attack is like herpes. She is just giving that shit away. It is terrible and awesome at the same time, right? She has all of the curse, the silence, all the research. There might be some you can add to that. Ecology research is a big one. And then just a bunch of ice damage to go along with that. She will dual wield 2 ice bows, or I mean that's what I have on mine. I don't see any other weapon bonuses that are automatically built into her kit. Yeah, aside from bow boost, right? Let's see, paranoia, all that good stuff that activates more damage to status enemies, right? More damage cap, chance to nullify. Critical attacks taken is really nice. Skill and special attacks have a chance to insta-kill, excluding bosses, arena, guild battles, etc. Goddess Advocate. I think all of the advocates have something like this. Here's where it starts getting good, though. When physically attacking, chance to give blind. Illness, random. Whenever giving an enemy a basic status ailment, poison, blind, silence, curse, illness, or stun. Boost physical attack, special damage, plus 40% at 10 times. So she has status abilities that stack damage up as she keeps statusing over and over again. Forebone Tone, when physically attacking, chance to give curse and or stun, random. Whenever giving an enemy basic status ailment, poison, blind, silence, curse, illness, or stun, right? Boost physical attack, special damage cap, 30,000 more at 10 times. So she has multiple things that are stacking damage and damage cap up as you are statusing things. Really cool, right? Rageful Reverb, damage taken from enemies with status ailments, minus 20%. That's really nice, right? You're just taking in 20% less damage from pretty much everything you're fighting because you have a status on everything. When attack is fire or dark, damage taken, minus 20%, even more. That's really awesome. And then chance to give silence, curse, and or stun to the enemy that defeats the unit, right? If I wasn't going to dual wield this girl, I'd make her wear that kamikaze armor that we have that gives you some kind of debuff to whoever kills your hero. Yeah, she already has that built in, though, so she automatically does that, so that's nice. I don't need to give her that armor. I can just let her run with the bow. We have Azure Wall, battle start, when revived, give unit a buff that nullifies 50% of unit intelligence damage taken. So half of your intelligence is how many hit points your shield's going to have, pretty much. Nullify anti-god type effects from enemies. That's huge. And enemy draw attention -1. The nullify anti-god type effects, though. Yeah, that's really important when you're a god type. So she has all the good stuff in here, and she is a status effing bomb. Equipment, I did get this thing just because it has regular attacks have a chance to give 1 basic status ailment, poison, blind, silence, curse, illness, stun. There is an arc that also has this ability to stack together with this from the last collab, and I didn't get it. And man, I think that would be awesome to have on this hero right now. There's nothing I can do about it. It's off of a green arc, so it is limited. I just am not going to be able to have it for, well, until maybe the collab comes back. Who knows? Anyway, I just got her rocking the Frigid Yulefest bow. Nothing really that crazy there, right? I could work to improve that. I got her with the candy connector and the Santa top hat, right, just to throw some active buffs, debuffs from units active skills plus 25%, just to get some more duration, right? And then I have this crest, just because it has intelligence up and it's a UR crest, So I just threw it on her for the stat value, right? This girl does come with a high intelligence to strength ratio, right? She's hybrid damage, so her damage is coming from strength and intelligence. So kind of like V, right? In fact, yeah, that's how V is. I haven't really looked at them since they did the upgrade where they actually show us what active stats are being used in each of these skills. We used to have to just guess back in the day. We didn't know for a while there. Anyway, her skill kit is good, right? There's not too much special stuff attached to any of this, like debuffs or anything, until you get to the special itself. Powerful ice combo attack to all enemies, followed by restoring units' hit points greatly, MP 25%, SCT stock for all skills 80% of max. Obviously, mine's not fully, like, leveled up at all. So, yeah, there's that. She has some healing and stuff like that, and a little bit of apple pie attached to her special. It's actually pretty nice. Her traits are just awesome, and it just, yeah, I'm going to go through this one. This one's important. When skill attack and give target enemy laceration count. When the laceration count is high enough, activate laceration and cut hit point 15% of max HP, which is huge for bosses. Hit point cut cap, what is that? 30 million when laceration activates on target that has unit given set laceration count. HP cut cap, what is that? 500 million more, or whatever that is, when using a skill laceration count given to target enemies plus 100%. So, you are going to be stacking these laceration counts on a boss to limit its overall hit points, and that's worth doing this much in damage pretty much, is what it comes down to. It's interesting. I haven't ran any bosses with her yet. Yeah, I think, well, I'm sorry, I do not count the ogre here as a boss, right? I think she is lowering his hit point bar, though, with that ability. Because, like, she's probably one of the few heroes who can actually do damage to the boss here with her basic attack. I'm just going to try to throw up her enema here. She comes with it. She also comes with the Nula Meth. I have stained decorations on her, just something I'm messing around with. I doubt I'm going to be able to get this thing off. Basic attacks, though, that's what I want to do. Just some basic attacks, and her basic attack has like an AoE quality. It's going to hit, has a nice range, and that goes a long way for her, because off of her basic attack is where all of these status ailments are coming from. I threw an S2, lots of damage everywhere. Just from that, all the birds died because everybody's stunned. And even the birds back here that haven't been getting hit by the basic attacks, they still have, what, 5 debuffs on each of them? 7. Alright, the ogre is, he's out for a minute, so I could just target these birds. Can I hit both of you if I attack you? Oh, she went north. So yeah, I'm just going to throw basic attacks. I can move around, but I do want to target the bird. There we go. I can shoot right through this other bird that's in my path. So yeah, I was hitting all of them. Just kind of trying to show the range of the basic attack. This bird's moving too much. We'll status him. I mean, that's pretty impressive with basic attack. Obviously, her skills are going to be where the damage is, where it shreds. I've only dropped a couple S2s this whole fight, right? She can take this whole fight with just her basic attack. It is that ridiculously good. Here's a S1 at close range. She fires a burst right here. Here's an S1. And then you can get your basic attack in with it. S2 is around her, so right now it's not reaching the ogre. S3 is a nuke that you drop, and it does decent AoE damage, so she has good crowd control with that S3. And then here we go. We have her special. Look at all these statuses we have on this ogre. And yeah, she's pretty nifty. She's gonna be a basic attack monster. Her and Chun-Li in a party together. Oh goodness. Wow, it's just gonna be a lot of fun stuff. Plus who is the little twin claw ice? One of my favorite healers in this game, because she drops random buffs and items on the ground to pick up for your other heroes to get some actual really great buffs. Either way, I think this girl is going to be pretty awesome and something like that. Guild versus guild. She's going to be a status machine, yo. And obviously, her S1, S2, S3, they will be dropping some stuff. She's doing some decent damage and all that status that she's throwing around. If we just start this by basic attacking, it's kind of hoping to at least get something to charge my kit. Here's our S1. After we get some basic attacks, we already have something stunned. And we're just going to clean this up with the S1. She doesn't have flinch proof, but look, she doesn't need it, right? she'd be twerking that S1, right? So that's pretty cool, because a lot of heroes would get jammed up right here if you just stood here and pressed the attack button. And look, she is ready to go. Right, there's only one bird that can actually attack her. Look at everything else. Right, we didn't get a chance to throw our high anima. Like, we just didn't. Right, see how fast she can cast Stain Decor. Not bad. She goes up instantly. Anula Met. And then just basic attacks. Look at this. They're done. They are done for. Ogre Man. We'll drop an S3. No, just do basic attacks. Just keep them paralyzed. Yeah. Her basic attack is actually taking his hit point bar down. I think a lot of that has to do with the hit points that we are subtracting from his health, right? So she has to do less damage to make his hit point bar nudge. But the status here is out of control. Here's an S2 to just smash everybody around her. Only the ogre's left standing. We will drop a special. I like that her shredding here is like classical guitar shredding. I just dig it. And there she goes, getting HP and MP for herself. Look at this fool. Look at this list. Blind, curse, silence, illness, stun. Because we have cut curse resistance, cut blind resistance, cut ailment resistance. That's really what's so good about her, is this stuff's going to be effective even to powerful things because of that, because you are cutting those resistances. And yeah, she can be much more powerful than this, obviously. Especially if you have that arc that increases her status % from her basic attacks. That just makes her insane, right? So, very cool release they have done here with Shredding, Seductress, Labyrinth. I dig it. I dig it as far as like a status hero goes. Mine will probably never be fully unlocked, but that's cool. I still have plenty of other heroes to work on, right? So here's a sneak peek. Obviously, I did clear the last banner. I've only dropped like a small vid on Aaron Weiss. I think that's his name. This counter boss. Yeah, if you missed a 2P for a counter build, this guy's awesome, because he has a custom counter animation that procs all the time. He's just a badass, very cool, working on him. And we have Ruto. Ruto's actually fairly insane. This banner with both of these heroes on it, they were some powerful heroes being added to LC. I still have to do a video on Dark Holy, the Light Knight, Dark Holy Knight Ruto. Yeah, light and darkness all in one. He is still just as tanky as he ever was in his Holy Knight form. Some would argue even more. And his special is now special AF. Because it's give unit a strength and skill damage 120%. Skill damage cap 120,000 buff for 30 seconds. So you're going to be dropping that all the time and getting crazy damage numbers out of Dark Holy Knight Ruto. And he is still a crazy ass tank. Impervious to most physical damage. Really hard to shift. So, you know, another good solid choice for guild versus guild. I'm definitely still working on mine, so I'll have some more content on all of that. And obviously now we have Labyrinth here with her new shift form, looking good with that guitar. So anyway, hope you enjoyed. I will see you on the next one.